Hello, and welcome to the Arlington Catholic Herald podcast. I'm Zoey Maraist, staff writer for the Arlington Catholic Herald, and I'm here on site at this year's WorkCamp in King George, Virginia. The last time I was at WorkCamp was 10 years ago, as a camper. The location has changed, but the mission remains the same: to fix up the homes of the needy and elderly, and to bring teens closer to God. Per usual, the campers were woken up this morning with silly songs with Larry from VeggieTales playing over the intercom. At 7 a.m., they all gathered in the school auditorium, where 10 priests celebrated Mass. The homilist was the newly ordained Father Guillot, who attended WorkCamp as a teen for 3 years. After the Mass, crews grabbed their breakfast and their tools and headed off to their work sites. Right now, I'm sitting in the projects office, where adult volunteers are troubleshooting problems that come up on site, such as finding an unexpected wasp's nest or needing more supplies than anticipated. But yesterday, I went out and visited some of the crews at work. One was adding new skirting to a mobile home, which will keep the building warmer in the winter. The owner of the home is Cynthia Bird, a grandmother of 6 who was homeless before she started living in the mobile home 12 years ago.
So I just want to say this. I'm so grateful and so blessed for what y'all do for me. I'm a single lady on a fixed income, $260 a month.
Wow.
And I'm making it. You know why I'm making it? He keep on blessing me. He keep blessing me. That's all I got to say.
WorkCamp is a memorable experience for the residents, but it also makes a huge impression on the teen campers. It's the 4th year for R.J. Peters, a parishioner of St. Jude Church in Fredericksburg. R.J. says attending WorkCamp inspired her to dive into her faith. Before WorkCamp, she and her family mostly went to church just on special occasions. Now, she drives herself to Sunday Mass.
Just in general, if there's anybody who sees, hears, or reads this, that if they're anywhere on the fence about doing WorkCamp, give it a try. Worst case, you hate it and you don't do it again. But I think for most people out there, it's just something that is just so rewarding to do, and to see the finished product after a whole week, it changes you.
Well, that's a wrap. Please keep the teens, volunteers, and residents in your prayers this week. Check out this week's paper, the Catholic Herald website, and our social media to read more about it and see the great work of these teens. Thanks for listening, and thanks to George Goss for producing this podcast.